As record-breaking summer temperatures scorch Europe, parts of Greenland have seen their own heat wave. Scientists working at a remote Arctic research base 9,000 feet above the sea level encounter temperatures close to melting point, hampering fieldwork and disrupting flights. Our next report telling you more.
After 3 years of a hiatus due to the coronavirus pandemic, researchers have returned to East Grip. The East Greenland Ice Core Project, a remote Arctic research base high up on the Greenland ice sheet. And as Europe sweltered in a record-breaking heat wave, scientists here saw temperatures rise to minus 1.6 degrees Celsius close to the melting point on the 18th of July. The warm temperatures disrupted logistics at the base, as military airplanes that service the base could not take off or land due to warm weather.
These melt events that we have, they come more often now. So it used to be that it was always freezing at the top of the ice sheet, but now we get, 2012 was a warm year, then in 19 we also had a little melting, and now this year we saw that we went up to the melting point. So, there's a lot of variability in the climate system, but we just have more frequent melt events also up on the top of the ice sheet. So yes, you definitely notice that.
The melting of Greenland's huge ice sheet is one of the more visible signs of human-caused global warming. Scientists say if the entire ice sheet were to melt, it could add over 6 meters to global sea levels. Experts believe about half the sheet's mass is being lost below its frozen surface through fast-flowing ice streams that flow directly into the ocean. Understanding how those streams behave could help them better predict future sea level rise. That's why researchers here are drilling deep into the sheet and extracting ice core samples to study back in labs in Germany and Denmark.
In the last 1,000 years, since the Viking ages until today, we only had one melt event that's detectable all over the Greenland ice sheet, and that was in 1887, until year 2000. And since year 2000, we had 4. So, just that little piece of statistics just tells you, okay, we have an increasing problem, because right now the temperatures are going up, and it's not a big deal whether it's -4 or -5. But once it hits melting, it really becomes significant.
According to Colorado's National Snow and Ice Data Center, the Greenland ice sheet lost an estimated 6 billion tons of water every day between the 15th and 17th of July. To put that in perspective, that is enough to fill 7.2 million Olympic-sized swimming pools.
This ice sheet was like a healthy bank balance. The snow falling on the top of it was equaled by the melt and the iceberg carving at the edges. But over the last 2 decades, it's a bank balance that's gone seriously into the deficit. We've heard a lot about these things, but effectively what it means is the ice sheet is losing mass, and it's now become the largest contributor to global sea level rise.
The Arctic has been warming twice as fast as the rest of the world. In some seasons, it has warmed 3 times faster than the rest of the globe. The global goal of limiting warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius since pre-industrial times could mean 6 degrees Celsius in the Arctic. East Grip scientists don't expect to hit bedrock this summer. But next year, they plan to return to the world's largest island and learn more about this huge melting mass and what needs to be done to prepare for a probable climate catastrophe. Bureau Report WION, World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.